Hello friends! Well, I have a bit of an unusual video for you today. I thought I'd share what's in my bag and kind of realistically show how I go day to day, how I pack some stuff, the bag I use. I have several bags that vary as far as price points go. This one is one of my, I guess, most treasured ones that I have, but I also have gotten it for daily use and a bit of a treat for myself, and I would love to share that with you. Also show if you're at all interested how and what I pack for a plein air painting on the go and sketching, and also what do I take with me as far as fountain pens go on a daily basis, and just, show you a curious little pic inside my bag, because we all are curious, aren't we? All right, you guys. So the big kahuna is here. It's one of the biggest bags, I guess, that I would carry as far as daily carry goes. It's a crossbody. Very nice, wide thing. I am pretty practical. I do like pretty things, as we all do, I guess. But I'm practical as far as my leathers go. And this is something that I got for myself for several reasons, which I will explain. Also, for those curious, yes, this is Polene, which is a quiet luxury, lower tier quiet luxury, I would think they call it, whatever that is, type of bag. So this is not quite tops of the pops out there, but it's just a nice bag. This is called Mokki, and it's a very nice, unique shape. On the bigger side as far as crossbodies go, but still, I would say the biggest I would personally carry, and that's something I carry every day. So Mokki means a bit of like a wooden cabin, and this is another kind of emotional connection for me. Some of you might know I've loved and lived in north of Europe, and Mokki is that wooden cabin, both in Finnish and Estonian language from what I remember, and that is very sweet and kind of, hygge, trendy word hygge type of thing for me personally, and it has a personal connection to me. So let's go for it. This is a nice pebbled leather. It's soft enough but durable. So I've had a bag from this brand before, so I trust that's gonna last a while because the other ones have. So opens up pretty easily. I've never have to had any problems as far as magnets go. I travel with stuff like this, so if I'm on a plane, this feels secure enough. But also when I have to go through the security checkpoints at the airports, this is easy. If I need to take something out, this goes nicely. All right, ready? Opens up. So this will obviously look different for traveling purposes opposed to my day-to-day. So this is my day-to-day type of carry. There is some space. If you can see here, I just usually put my keys in my phone. I'm currently filming with my phone, so phone is not here, but there's space for keys and phone in there still. Anyhow, So let's just take a look. Nothing of this is, you know, extremely new. Lots of things been carried around, as you can see, for a while. So this is truly what I like taking with me. And my trusty good old wallet, thrifted a while ago in Italy. Love it. Held up greatly. Is it a brand I know what it is? Not sure. But yeah, lasted me. Probably need to get a new one at some point, but here we go. So here we go. One. And what else do I have? Handy, and right here is the hand sanitizer. So I've been carrying these, I guess, as a habit with me throughout pandemic, and I'm just continue doing it now just because, you know, it's a habit now. I think it's pretty healthy to do so, and it's personal, and personally I like it. So this is that. Some of you might know that I do pottery, and as such, for some, including me, their hands become very sensitive because you work a lot with water. And so I've discovered this brand. It's borderline homemade by a small maker out of North Carolina. So this is called the Potter's Skin Butter. And I absolutely love it. It's kind of a game changer. She made it for herself because she's a potter professionally. And so what I do, I just buy big jars, and I also have gotten these gift sets that include tiny bottles. So that would be like a small bottle and normal size, bigger bottle. And so what I would do, I just like transfer from big bottle to this one and take with me. And it's not greasy and really works for a long time. And I feel like it also repels water. So I take it with me no matter if I'm in the pottery or somewhere else. It's awesome to have with you. Okay. Next up, yeah, as you can see, you can really fit a lot of stuff in there. Okay, one of those few trendy things, I guess. So this is from Italian Forla, and this is my only cosmetics pouch, I guess. I do not wear nor carry too many makeup essentials, if you will, but I have a few things that I like having on me. So, you know, your good old Smith's Rosebud Balm. Yeah, love it. Old flame of mine. And Band-Aids. All right, getting closer to the essential makeup stuff. And I am also a huge fan of niche perfumes. I think they're funny and fun, and it's just so innovative. And these guys are Imaginary Authors. So Imaginary Authors, Sundrunk. I love this thing. And so Imaginary Authors are basically giving book names, and it's all made up, and the authors themselves, the plots, the name of supposed books, their packaging is styled as books. Obviously their packaging is way too big for me to carry day to day, so this is just like a little traveler, but it came in this book style packaging, which was really fun. All right. So we have these guys out, Band-Aids. I don't know if you need to see them. And one of my favorite shades and one of the few high-end lipsticks, if you will, that I own are, there's this one by Hermes. And it's beautiful. It's one of their special packagings, and it's this very nice pink. The best thing about this packaging, it's heavyweight actually, is that you can repurpose. You just buy the insert and put that in, and you can have this lipstick for a long time. I love that type of stuff. So I also tend to carry your notebook type of thing for ideas, things I write down. This is a nice, I think, Japanese paper. It is fountain pen friendly, as you can see, right? And so here we go. This is my Carry notebook, A5. And next up, good old Kindle. This is an older Voyager, I believe. And it's in its magnetic closure type of thing. So here we go. All right. What else? Oop, something got out. So I have my business cards from my tiny little ceramics and art supplies business. They are usually in here, and this is Leuchtturm type of notebook. So what I actually do, I have my everyday on the go, I would say, writings in here. So whatever I feel like going on during the day, I can write it down. So, and my personal cards go in here, and whatever is important for me goes in the back. So that's handy. So basically I journal on the go mostly. So while having coffee in the morning or lunch or whatever, I like just putting down my thoughts in here, and I do that using my fountain pens that I usually carry with me. All right, so this compartment is all nicely done. Okay, what else is in here? All right, we got them. I got some fountain pen action in here. Some of you, if you watch me, you know I am pretty much enamored Santini currently, and so this is my daily writer. I do like it a lot. It's beautiful. It's 18K nib and medium. So this is all in-house, beautifully made. And then next to it is not a pen. It's something I use for various purposes. It is 0.9 leaded pencil. And it also has eraser in the back here. Absolutely love it. 0.9 is not easy to come by these days. And I was delighted that I was able to find this one in Italy. So I have it with me. What else, you ask? Ooh, all right. I think we're coming into the sketching supplies. So let's start with my book. This is a lovely little sketchbook. The wife and husband duo that used to make these no longer make these. I think this is one of my favorite of theirs. Coptic binding right here. They repurposed the old books, which was a lot of fun. And so this is what I kind of used to carry with me, just to, you know, sketch on the go. This is a sketch of my dear husband sitting in front of me while we had coffee in the morning one day. So I just like use a really quick sketch in here. So it's not going to be a big show and tell over here, but I just wanted to show you that I carry just little snippets with me of paper, different papers, different grade, different purposes. So for example, this one is by Etcher, and Etcher is not quite my favorite out there, but this is very nifty because you can paint something and then use it as a card to send to people. And so here we go. And then this is just a regular little nifty paper left over from something that I love to just keep in case I have ideas of like ornaments or something like that to sketch. So there we go. And also, you know, I love just to swatch stuff. So if I have my friend Robin who makes paints and she sent me some stuff and I just, you know, try them all out here. Some other stuff that I did, also a very nice palette I had. And another one I made and they just like took with me, and I wanted to know what colors I had in there. So it doesn't have to be pretty, it's just daily thing. And then this was on the go, just sketching outside a beautiful palace when I was traveling. And that was a very quick sketch using just, you know, your very quick outline. I don't believe I even used a pencil here. I just wanted to go for it. I might have used just a tiny little bit of outline here and there, and then I just went on with my trusty sketching fountain pen that I will definitely show you later. And so what I did, I just sketched up and just went on with my watercolor set that I had on me that day. So this is all very casual. This is how I like doing things. So definitely would do more walkthroughs sometime. You know, as far as my sketchbooks go, if you find that type of thing interesting. So, and this is why I carry this. Just, you know, if I feel like, hey, I'm not going to journal today, but I want to sketch, I have this on me. And to further show you what else I carry with me for that purpose, it's this really fun set. This is handmade completely. The shell is some type of wood, but this is hand made by this wonderful artist. His name is Chad. He makes these from time to time, and I just literally put a couple of, so this is watercolor made by me. This is the Pipestone, and one of my favorite pinks that I've made. It's a very natural one. And then the rest is one of my favorite paint makers out there. Her name is Cristina Mazzoni. And she is a wonderful Italian lady that lives up in Vermont, hand makes all of these. She was the one who introduced me to Chad, who makes these. And so this is what I use for mixing or testing if I need to before painting. And then this is how I keep my colors. This is extremely secure, beautiful, in theory, you could fit in, see, everything has magnets on the back, more colors in here. So if they're small, you can use both sides, right? I just keep this one open just in case I need to test stuff. And you know, he calls these Voyagers. He has a bigger version, and every year when he comes out with one, very limited releases, and you have to kind of personally talk to him and see if he can make one for you. But well worth it. He tends to have these slightly different shapes. This is my absolute favorite that he has made. Just the wood of it, and it is a little bigger as far as other ones go that he has made. But let me show you. Just you know, a little bit, I guess. He slimmed it down a little bit. I don't mind. I love it as it is. So that's what I paint with. But that's not all. I have more stuff going on. So, important part for me, I keep these teeny tiny jars, and this is enough water for me. I don't use the water brushes. What I do, I just simply have these super tiny jars that you can easily buy for cheap. They're usually made or sold at locations that are like Daiso here in the United States, that are meant for like storing your travel essentials. You don't need a lot of water if you have good watercolors like I do from Christina, and the ones I make, I would like to think are, you know, good enough, at least for me, to use. You do not need a lot of water. But how I use this is I separate. So this gets a little bit of water, and this gets emptied into here a little bit. So I split my water and use it, say, for darker goes in here, lighter goes in here, colors, and separate them that way. And then when I'm done, I can mix them back in, and the container closes back up securely. I've never had a leakage problem ever, and it's very small. So let me show you my super tiny jar for butter, hand butter or skin butter. And this one, I would say, sure, it is a smaller one, but this is an optimal size for me personally, but you probably could go even smaller. You could go with this size. So it doesn't take up a lot of space. I've taken it with me abroad. I had zero problems getting it through anywhere, because this is such a small amount of water. It does not matter. And it's under 100 ml. So here we go. That's how I roll. I just simply do not like the water brushes. I find them to be wasteful. They don't work for me. I don't believe that one size fits all in that case. So that's just my personal opinion and choices. All right. What else? There is something I use to paint. All right. Why do I have this cloth? Sometimes for things to dry faster or work with watercolors, you gotta use a bit of a cloth to speed things up as far as layering goes or drying goes. So this has been used and abused. It's great. It's drying fast. And I carry it with me. I, at the moment, don't have a dedicated small case for my brushes, so it's all kind of rolled up like this. I might get one at some point. I have had zero problems because, all right, sketching pen aside, all of these beautiful brushes, they come in these containers and they're perfect. They all have these little breather holes. They are spectacular. I just got this in Italy last year. One of my favorites, pretty giant brush for watercolor painting. This is number 6, Tintoretto. Also made in Italy, synthetic. And then this is my love-hate relationship type of brush by Da Vinci, Casaneo. Love-hate, I love because this is just a perfect small enough point and brush to work with on more detailed things you might need to do. And this is your standard 6. 6 is wonderful, but you do need that smaller point, in my opinion. Again, this is why water brushes do not work for me. And I do not like this one. The grip is pretty terrible. Like, it's just, this is not very comfortable for me. So I do not like it, but I do like the brush itself. I do have another one that I periodically use instead of this one, but I've been reorganizing. I couldn't find it, so it's probably in another bag of mine. Anyhow, so this is what I do for now. Okay, so number 6, beautiful. Number 6, if you're in doubt, I would always suggest going with number 6 if you're in doubt. What brush would be that one to carry with you? Okay, so, whoop. That's how you know I've used these so much. And this is a giant one. It kind of retains its form, which is funny. But trust me, has been used. This is pretty big. I just wanted this for the purposes of kind of wet and wet work. Just having, say, very quick sky done and just put the base color down. And just, you need a lot of water. You need a lot of paint for something base. And that's what I use. It is pretty great. As far as I'm aware, I think you can buy these online or in Italy only. But let's hope they're going to bring these to the US at some point. All right. Sketcher. So whenever people talk to me and they ask for an advice as far as a sketching pen goes, I would suggest getting a TWSBI but very specific one. So this is a Diamond Mini. I use these almost exclusively for sketching. They're workhorses in my opinion. And they are just big enough for me to sketch and get that point right. So this is a medium and it never fails me. It's also a smaller nib size than the original full-size diamond is. So the diamond, TWSBI diamond is number 6. This is number 5, which means I can just comfortably use this medium, which for me, in my personal opinion and my experience, puts down a slightly finer line, but it's not quite fine. So I've used this comfortably for both sketching, and then I can also sketch in reverse. This gives me very fine lines, so like I would say extra fine if I want to add some details in reverse. And this never clogs for me. I'm never worried when it's just, in my bag. And yeah, well worth the price. If you just start out either sketching or writing, but best of all, sketching and writing. I would recommend this one just to try out. What happened to me personally, I stuck with these for sketching casually, but when it comes to writing, I did move on to other pens, as you might know. So here you go. My sketching essentials. So I do use a pencil from time to time. I'm at this stage, I guess, in my life when I try using pencils a little less. But that's why I carry, one of the reasons I carry that Vic Mont Blanc 0.9. I found it wonderful for those kind of sketching, note sketching purposes. So I don't have a traditional pencil on me, but I have a lot of them that I use when I feel like something needs more thoughtful, more detailed work, and I need my pencil for more than just outlines. All right, so my essentials for sketching. There you go. This is what I feel like I need on the go. And I'm very happy with this setup. It worked for me for a very long time. These have been used and abused. I have another couple of sets like these that are just based on where I'm going and what colors I need. I think I have more fountain pen stuff for you. All right, you guys. And this is a new pen. That's what I used to do all the time, and I finally do it again. I just bring an extra pen with me in addition to my whatever daily writer I have on me that day. So these pens are something that I just got, and I would like to get to know them better. Might not write with them every single day. They might not be my daily writers per se, or right now, but I carry them with me just to see how they hold up, use them from time to time, and have them with me and feel like I am making a use of them, right? Okay, what is this? I tend to buy from Ackerman in The Hague. And so what this is meant to clean your nibs. This is fun. Seems dirty, supposed to be dirty, does not transfer. This is kind of this back of a leather hive, I would say, and this is an actual leather. And so it just soaks up things and you can use it forever. And then when it's really gross, you just recycle or dispose or whatever. So this is as far as what's up with my fountain pen usage. So I usually have about 2 to 3 pens on me. I do, as I explained before, use this Leuchtturm for just daily journaling. So if I'm on the go, and that's basically where I have my best thoughts come in, I do this and use one of these to put down what I feel, what I think, what I need to do. I'm back with Polene, and we have just 2 items left. Some of you might know I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. That's our transportation card called Clipper, so I must have it. And then this is something my husband gave to me, and this is, in addition to my makeup, I guess, stuff, is a very fun thing. This is meant to be a code, and this is a vintage makeup brand. So they do vintage themed makeup that is daily use for regular people and so on and so forth. but they have like this vintage charm to things they make, and I like it, and my husband liked it. And at the time, we really liked this TV show that didn't last too long called Agent Carter. And so Agent Carter used this. So this is kind of a replica. And as far as I remember, Besame Cosmetics contributed to that little TV show. So my husband got me this spy kit, I guess, mirror that I love using, just like to think of him every day. So what about all together? Oh my, let's take a look. Ooh, it's a lot of things that little crossbody can carry. All right, you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me and looking into my bag. Thank you. Please like and subscribe if you like what I do.